What is up, you guys? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the camera quality update. I was talking in my 24-hour reading vlog sitch, which now really isn't a 24-hour reading vlog because it's been taking 4 days to record, but besides the point, about how I would start. I promised I would start recording on my camera that I have, but it's just such a complicated setup. But in today's video we are going to be talking about the 23 books that I want to read in 2023.
1, 2, 3.
As the new year approaches, and it approaches fast, I did not know that Christmas was literally next Saturday, and that's baffling to me. We got some technicalities to talk about because this list makes up more than 23 books. A lot of these are series, so they make up a lot more than just 23 books. There's probably about like 50 books on this page, if we're being more honest. And if you hear any water sounds, that is because it is pouring outside. Not snowing, as I wish, but pouring. So, first book that we have on this list is the Eden series by Devoney Perry. But right now it's Indigo Ridge, Juniper Hill, Garnet Flats, and then the novella, which is Christmas in Quincy. So just Devoney Perry in general, I want to read because I've heard lots of my favorite YouTubers raving about her. So, and it's also like a small town romance, which I don't think I've really read any books that are small town romance or give off the small town romance vibe. They might say they are, but do I feel the vibe? No. We have Magnolia Park series, so that's Magnolia Parks and Daisy something. And I believe there's 2 more books coming out in the new year that are going to complete the series. And the books are chunky, but I heard it's like Gossip Girl, but make it British. And I love Gossip Girl. The amount of times I've rewatched Gossip Girl is a problem, so I decided to take that problem and put it into book form. I'm just setting myself up for failure. For my bank account's failure. Number 3 is Icebreaker. No. I've seen this book literally everywhere, and it's apparently like the off-campus series, but better. It's hockey romance. The girl is an ice skater, I believe, and the guy plays hockey. And it's apparently like off-campus series on crack. Like, it's so much better than the off-campus series, and the author only released the first book so far, but she's releasing others. I'm assuming in the new year, excited because I would love a new sports romance in my life. 4th is the Addicted Calloway books. Yeah, I want to finish them in the new year, but the thicker the book gets, the thicker the price gets, and if you're catching my vibe, we can't really afford such a thing currently. But that one's kind of self-explanatory. I have up to Addicted for Now up here. You can't see it. Next is, I wrote Terms and Conditions, but it's the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher, because I read the fine print and loved it, and the final, I think it's the final offer, comes out, oh god, January or February, so I want to read Terms and Conditions before the final offer comes out. We have the Things We Never Got Over series by Lucy Score. So I didn't know it was a series until I've been seeing everything all over social media, all over Instagram. Mainly, I've been stalking Instagrams for a while, I don't know why. It's technically a series. I think it just follows the same. You know what, I'm not even gonna act like I know. I'm not gonna let you guys deal with that buffoonery. But Things We Never Got Over, the blue cover, there is a sequel coming out, March? Maybe? January? Sometime in the early months of the new year. And that is Things We Hide from the Light, which I think it's like one of the best friends romance, something like that. 7th on the list is finishing the Twisted series. I have read Twisted Games. I've read Twisted Love. I have Twisted Games in my possession, but it's currently wrapped up on my TBR cart. And then obviously all I have left is Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. But I want to read Twisted Games first. I'm very excited because I'm pretty sure that's like the princess bodyguard trope. I don't remember the characters' names, but I heard that the thicker the books get, the better. However, I know that means that they're going to start being slow burns, and I'm really not a slow burn person, which is why I've never picked up Mariana Zapata book in my life. Number 8 on the list is the Dirty Air series, which is Lauren Asher's other series. So that's like Throttled, Collided, Wrecked, and Redeemed. I think those are the 4 in that order, and it's following like best friends. It's like some racing, sports racing, if something like that. I'm not a very race car as sports. I'm not a very much sports person in general, but I just know what the series is called, okay? And then apparently there's going to be a spin-off series called Dirty Air, like H-E-I-R, or Dirty Airs, H-E-I-R-S. So, 9, we have Blindside and Fair Catch, or just Candy Steiner in general, but I have yet to read a football romance, and I really want a football romance in my life. Football as in American football, not soccer. I feel like I need it in my life, and I've been seeing like snippets of quotes from every single one of the books, and I think I need it. Number 10 is King of Wrath. So this goes on top of Anna Huang with the Twisted series. I want to read the King of Wrath series. Obviously it's still being released, like only King of Wrath is out so far. I don't know the technical name of the series. I don't know if it really has one. But I just love Anna Huang's writing so much, so I want to get into it. And I'm pretty sure it's billionaire romance as well. Kind of like billionaire mafia vibes is what I get from it. And like I said, I love Billionaire Dreamland series. So, if you wanna offer rich people mafia vibes, Anna Huang, I may just buy your books. Number 11 is Darling Venom. We've now reached the first book on the list that isn't a series. Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington. I read it for so long, but I always bypass it in like my Amazon wish list, and I don't know why. But it's so like trauma bound, and I feel like it's gonna be a really touching story, as well as her best friends, I guess technically best friends, like something traumatic happens to her best friend or this guy that she meets that she had a pact with, and in turn falls in love with his brother. Sounds heartbreaking, but so good at the same time, and I've heard no bad things about it, which makes me so excited to read it. Okay, next is a risky one, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses, or the ACOTAR series. If you don't know, I finished the Shadow Me series literally like a week or 2 ago. Love fantasy romance, or what I like to call romance fantasy, a romance book with a subplot of fantasy, because I don't think I'm ready for high fantasy yet, but from what I've heard, all of the YouTubers that I watch and all the Instagram people I follow don't really like fantasy that much, but ACOTAR does it for them, and does it for them in the very best way. So I've been looking for another fantasy romance series, and I think I'm at least going to try the first book. Next is an author, not so much a book, and that is Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Loved it, and ever since I read that, I wanted to dive more into Taylor Jenkins Reid and her backlist and all of her new releases, although Carrie Soto is back, I'm not really that interested in. But like Malibu Rising, One True Loves, like all of her books, all of her backlist, everything I want to get into, and that's why I just put her as an author, because I want to read all of them. Let me know what books, if you like Taylor Jenkins Reid, let me know down below what book I should pick up first. Next is A Love Letter to Whiskey by, I don't know. What a terrible, it doesn't look like I want to read Candy Steiner, apparently, because I don't even know that A Love Letter to Whiskey is by her. That's so sad. The next book is A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. I do know the author of this one, unless I am wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. Just like high school romance, but then I'm pretty sure they grow up like outside of high school, and I've heard the spice is good. Like, I just want to read it. I want to know what the hype is about. That's what these books are. I want to know what the hype is, and I want to know now. Next is a new release coming up in the new year, and that's Happy Place by Emily Henry. I have all of Emily Henry's books. Have I read all of them? No, I've only read Beach Read, but I'm gonna collect all of her books. You catching my vibe? Like, I still need to read Book Lovers and People We Meet on Vacation. Happy Place just seems so good. I love the concept of it, so I want to read it. I just want to own it, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I just want to own it. Next is another new release, and there's stuff on top of this. So it's The Brother Hawthorns by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's kind of like a spin-off to the Inheritance Games. I think it's just a one-book thing, though. She says you don't have to read the Inheritance Game to read The Brother Hawthorns. That comes out in July, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But she posted on her Instagram page that she has started a new book, which is The Grandest Game, which is, I'm hoping it's turning into a series and it'll be the spin-off of the Inheritance Games. And oh, I am so excited. It's literally anything by Jennifer Lynn Barnes that involves the Inheritance Games, like plot line or universe, I guess is what it's called. I don't. Anything Jennifer Lynn Barnes, right? Hands on me. What? Did I have a stroke? Anything Jennifer Lynn Barnes writes, hand to me on a silver platter, and I will read it for you and probably give it 5 stars. It's because we have another new release, and that's The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy. So I don't know. I think it's now a trilogy because I have Good Girl Complex. I have not read it yet, but you have Good Girl Complex, Bad Reputation, and then I think, don't quote me on this, The Summer Girl might be the third one in that series. If it's a series, I don't know if they're like series but standalone, like they all, like I don't know the vibe. All the covers give me that they're like the same vibe, that they're in a series, but I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong. I'll let you know if I'm wrong. You'll see a little caption probably right about now if I am wrong. Is the Maid series, so that's The Sweetest Oblivion. Oh god, I don't remember all of them. The Sweetest Oblivion, The Maddest Obsession, and then The Darkest Temptation, all by Danielle Laurie. So this is kind of like an older series, I'm pretty sure. And when I had my Kindle, I started reading The Sweetest Oblivion, but me and my Kindle just never vibed. That's why I ended up getting rid of it. So I want to own the physical paperbacks. But for as small as the books are, like I think they're 300 to 400 pages, these books are like $16, like $17, $18 for paperbacks. I want to read it because it is also dark mafia romance. And I like me some spice in books. Will fully admit that, and we're going to count the amount of times that I hit myself in my face with my sweatshirt strings. No, I did not plan on changing. It's rainy, it's cold, it's hair washing day. Also, yeah, I did not mention it, but don't comment on my hair. It's hair washing day. She does what she wants, and I'm just like the renter, and this is the homeowner. Next is the Atlas 6. Like I said, I wanted to read more fantasy, and I'm pretty sure the Atlas 6 is lighter fantasy as well. It's like 6 magicians, and they compete, and then only 5 live, and I'm pretty sure there's a second one coming out. Either just came out or came out in the new year. Obviously, if I like the Atlas 6, then I'll read the second book. I don't know if it's just a duology or if it's going to be more books. But at least the Atlas 6 for right now. Kind of sad I don't think I can get the indie cover anywhere, but I don't really mind the new cover. Is the Sinners Duet. So that is There Are No Saints. The Sinners Duet by Sophie Lark, and it's There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil. And I love how the two covers are like contrasting. It's a dark romance. I want to get into more dark romances because all of mine are light, fluffy, rainbows and sunshine romances, and then like one trauma thing that you get hit with as like a plot twist, and then like they're all happy go lucky again, which I hate that. I hate the third act breakup, I hate the insta-love, I hate it all. So we're giving dark romance a try, and I think it'll be my vibe. The 22nd, if I can do math right, is the Brutal Birthright series, and there's also, I know this is a large series. There's also the I'm pretty sure the Kingmaker series, which is right after this. But I don't think that it's like you have to read both. So Brutal Birthright is Brutal Prince, Stolen Heir, Savage Lover, Bloody Heart, Broken Vow, Heavy Crown. Brutal Birthright, that whole series, it's their kids grown up. I'm pretty sure this is all mafia romance kind of vibes too, like dark romance. Kingmaker series, you have the heir, the rebel, the bully, the spy, and the savage, and can I just say, I love the new covers. And the last book, the 23rd book that I want to read in 2023, I'm setting myself a high expectation right now. But as long as I like even start these series, like I don't necessarily have to, I make somewhat good bank decisions, okay? I don't buy like a whole series. I will buy the first book and then I'll buy like the second and third, and if I'm not vibing with it at any point, I end it. But the last book is Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. Again, just have not heard a single bad thing about this. It's something about sharks. Like the guy's like a sharkologist. That's not a scientific term, but sounds really good. Sounds like the spice is really good. Sounds like it's like a darker trauma romance. That's the 23 books that I want to read in 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what books you want to read in the new year. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button while you're over there. Go ahead and check out my other book videos. I'll go ahead and link the playlist up in the eye right now and down in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is either going to be probably my 24-hour reading vlog or my top 20 books of 2022. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
1, 2, 3.